Hey folks, DC7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Grazyland. And I am still chaffing some corn, but take heart, I am almost done. To say there was a fair bit here, well, that would not be far from the truth. To say there was a whole lot here would be a little closer yet. But we are doing well, as you'll see from the scale here. Now, you do have to be scaled before coming in, so that, of course, will be added to our total, which is... Ooh, 1,037 ton. Not bad. Now, what I've done here... I mean, we are almost finished. The one that is blanketed, the silo with the blanket there, is sitting at, I believe, about 20% full. I just wanted to do that so it would have a chance to get something going on, fermenting while we were still doing the rest of the work. So, come on, give me a tip. There we go. Starting to get a little bit of a climb to get up here. These are, compared to most maps, I think, these are fairly short pits. And of course, holding 500,000, even being this short, means that they're going to be pretty darn tall by the time they're up to snuff. So, as you can see, this one's already hugely taller than the other. Since we're not running the far silo extension, that was all I needed to do to compact them, run them over once. And if I went back there and looked, we'd find they were at 100%. So cool. Certainly makes that part of the job easier. Now, I have noticed they have just released a new BGA extension. In fact, it looks like pretty much that entire range, all of the UPK stuff, the AFL, the ROS, it seems there's a big rewrite on them currently going on, which is kind of neat. But of course, it also means everybody that's running them and wants to upgrade yeah, it could be a little bit of an issue. Okay. Here, sir, is your trailer. Alright, let's step out here. Okay, first thing we should try and remember to do is get this pipe up, get her lit up, and then we can get her backed up. We're having a real up kind of day. Now, of course, to maximize my workload, I am going to do this. Turn that on. Turn that on. You can see I have already measured it out because I have been using this for the harvesting of the chaff here. Because there's no way I can do that well. I have tried over and over. And my straight lines, they look like S's compared to what this thing does. So there you go. This works quite fine. As you can see, we don't really have a lot left. You know, a few more rows, and we are onto the small part of the field, because it is, it does have a little bit that sticks out there that we've already done. So. And of course all our headlands and such are done, so we don't have that to worry about. And we are also, and this is good news, we are up to, what the heck we got there? Hard to read on that background, at least for me, and I'm blind. About 18,000 liters of liquid manure, just in the cow shed. Don't know, the pigs might be packing some as well. Pigs do tend to pack poop wherever they can, so we might get a little more out of them. But between it, we'll certainly be able to, hopefully, I shouldn't say certainly, I should say hopefully, be able to cover Field 7. And that is why I'm using it as a test field, of course. Is we are still, well, this is actually our second day on this farm. So, and I would imagine in real life, you wouldn't actually be able to harvest 5 fields, chaff a cornfield, etc., in the period of time we've done it in, but, well, Through the magic of TV. Okay. And back to my handy dandy help me so much bug. There we go. Ooh, perfection. Nice. And we'll get part way back and we'll have to fetch up the tractor again. So I wasn't even getting a full row off the longer end of the field. I'd get about 3/4 of the way up a row, and then I'd have to go empty, and I'd get about 3/4 of the way back down, or well, actually I'd get obviously halfway down the next row, and empty again, etc., etc., etc. This time, I think we actually can make pretty much a full row off of this, so that's nice, because like I said, there's not really that much left to go. I really wish this thing would stop mowing when it hit 100%. But it doesn't, and it's not like I'm not aware that it doesn't. So, you'd think a person would just adapt accordingly. No. Alright. You're done beeping at me? Cool. Phew. Should wipe my feet before I get in the tractor, apparently. And off we go. Yeah, this tractor works really well for this. It's got more than enough power for the job. Getting a little bit of frame drop here. Mind you, I've been running the computer for a while, so I probably should have shut down for a little bit before I recorded, just to make sure anything that I was doing that might have some memory leaks or have used up and not released memory, etc., etc., all those other funky little things that go on would have cleared themselves. But I did not, so hopefully this doesn't become too obtrusive, as it were. Alright. Dumpy, dumpy, tippy, tippy. How are we doing? We are, 60%. Nice. I figured we were doing pretty good on this one. As I said, I believe there's either 20 or 22% in the other one. I don't quite remember. And we're done. Let's whip her around. Upsie. Yeah, see, 100% compacted. Nice. Much quicker. I was spending, probably a good solid 5 minutes or so per dump just in compacting, maybe longer for each and every one. So the amount it takes down over this entire field where you're only getting a row before you can empty a trailer, yeah, it's probably I would think a good hour, hour and a half extra work that's been saved by not running the far silo extension. Not to say there's anything wrong with it. Of course, farming is work, and the more work usually means the more realistic it is. Just that kind of a gig, right? But when it comes to the reality of trying to run a series like this, I currently probably do, I don't know, probably 3 times as much off camera as I do on. You know, and this is a good example. 2/3 or better of this field is already done. Alright. Alright, let's light you up. Let's get you in driving for dummies mode and carry on. I guess we don't need all this flash. Yeah, we actually have considerably more milk than what's showing in our tank, but I've already got a full trailer sitting there. I took one of the, I believe it's 18,500 liter trailers up there, and filled her up. So we have a full trailer of milk to sell, which will come in handy. We're sitting at 63K, that's not too bad. But then again, we got another 4 or 5 days, and the bank's going to go, "Can I have some loan money, please?" And yeah, we do have some fairly pricey toys. I'm sure this guy right here is a good $1,000 a day. And then we have our loan on top of it. So, get this harvester. We've got the big grass mower. We've got our regular harvester. And the potato harvester, I would think. That's probably, you know, a few $1,000s a day in maintenance right there. Not counting, we've also got 4 tractors, a front loader, a wheel loader, and a forklift. And a bunch of trailers. Yeah, it just goes on, doesn't it? I mean, even our seeders, which have not yet seen the light of the day, are costing us money. So 63K might seem like a yeehaw. I'm going on holidays, but yeah, you'd be an awful sorry bugger when you got back. And we are going to finish the road, get ourselves turned around, start up the other way, and that should about do her again. My goodness, I was really hoping to get to doing some actual workage on field 7. And I'll be honest with you guys, it looks like this is pretty much going to be a chaff and laugh kind of episode. But it is a part of farming. So it is. And like I said, this a half an hour doing this on screen to the 2 hours or so I've spent doing it off screen, and we're done. There we go. Run her back. Set me free. Oh, we haven't set you free yet. There we go. Now we've set you free. Okay, shut off the header. Might as well leave the motor running. She doesn't actually burn through that much fuel, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I think that's, I would rather see Giants incorporated into the engine than see it come up as a mod, but I do think these things should probably consume a heck of a lot more fuel than they do. Because I would imagine if you ran a farm, especially something, I mean, of the size we have here and the amount of equipment, I would think that when you sat down at the end of the month or the end of the week or whatever the case may be and looked at your money in and your money out, there'd be a huge red string of numbers that would cause you great concern, and that would be your fuel consumption for that particular week, month, day. Whereas here, let's face it, it's kind of a blow-off affair. It's like, oh, look, episode 28 and one of my tractors is getting low. I mean, it doesn't help that tractors like this guy, he takes like 1,400 liters of fuel according to what they've set him up at, but, you know, if you're using some of the old gear, like a little MTZ-82 or something, one of these, you know, Eastern Bloc tractors from the 50s or something that only takes 31 liters to fill, then you can sort of notice it, but then it costs you $9 to fill it, so it doesn't really matter, does it? 1,069 ton. Darn, I'm even starting to impress myself. Yeah, you can see we're way above those other tires. Way above those other tires. Wow. I'm getting to be quite a little cliff. Thump thump. Good thing we got this big beefy tractor, right? Size of those wheels, you could probably drop off one of these roofs and just feel it like a little bit of a bounce. So how we doing here? 68%. Well, apparently, that one cornfield will completely fill one of these silos if you only put it into one. Like I say, with the 20 or 22% in the other one. And what we have left on the field, yeah, I think we would get exactly a silo's worth. Nice. which is, what, 500,000 liter? That's a lot of chaff, man. A lot of... Yeah, I missed 2 stalks of corn. Oh boy. Fail. That is just fail. Still a few rows to go. So this is going to take a while. So let us ooh, that was close. Let's have a look at our stats here and see what we are actually carrying. So, yeah, potatoes, we made over 500,000, eh? What else? Doing good for wheat, barley. Canola we didn't do quite as well, but then you don't expect to. Now corn. I'm thinking what I'm actually going to plant on field 7 is going to be corn. So, yeah, I know, how creative, eh? And then I don't think, yeah, any of the rest of this is actually listed. So, beet pulp. Yum! Well, you can actually sell beet pulp, eh? Okay. Well, that's something we'll have to look into at the garden center, no less. Huh. Oh, okay, I know what that deal is. You can, there's a little device that you can put on the end of a front loader or a wheel loader and dump sugar beets into, and it grinds them. And you can put that into the silo, and yeah, that's what they're talking about there. So I guess that's actually, you can actually use that as a commodity on this particular map. Well, that's really cool. That is really cool. Did we just empty you? Yeah, we did, man. Very cool. Oops, stop. Oh, Lord, thank you. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to finish cutting the rest of this off of this field, so finish getting all our chaff cut, stored, all of that happiness. So we have silage and grass are the only thing the cows are kind of lacking. We do actually have some silage, strangely enough. And I'll show you that because I've never actually used this facility except for here. There we go. Just shut you down for a minute. I will get back to that ever presently. Yeah, here I've got our slurry tanker sitting up here waiting to fill. We might as well fill it up when we're here. See what it leaves us, if anything. And this is the cow one, of course. We've also got the pigs we can check. If it doesn't fill this guy up, we can go and drain the pigs one. And it doesn't look like it's quite going to. I would assume the pigs have some, at any rate. Let's have a look, shall we? Cows. Here we are. Pig 1. Slurry 4,000. Beef 1. Slurry 4,500. Ah, I forgot about them. Okay. So there's another 8,500 sitting out there, even when this is empty. So nice. That should pretty much do her. Okay. It is actually. Is it not on the same side? Just past the last feeding thing? Is it not? Is it not? Okay. I thought the slurry outflow was right past the last feeding station. But apparently not, man. Ah, I see. Okay. That's right, they've got that pit on there now. Alright. Let's grab this. She's almost a fool. Now we've got one more place to drain. And oops, this isn't the way I wanted to go in particular. Because apparently sheep are such nice animals that they don't actually poop. Well, I don't know. I mean, we have sheep, everything else right down to our chickens produces poop for us. Our sheep, however, which make our chickens look rather small, oddly enough, never poop. You know, a person's gonna ask themselves, what the heck is up with that? You know, how can you just not do that? Especially when I keep feeding your, you know, filling your shed up with grass, and you spend most of your day out there in the field going chomp, chomp, chomp. How can you not poop? Maybe they just turn it into wool. Is that how sheep work? They turn grass directly into wool and just skip the rest of the stage completely? Alright. Oh, that is nice to see, guys. Look at that. We completely filled our tanker. I'm happy. Ye freaking ha. Woo woo. Oh, look out below. Big truck o' poop. Oh, yeah, this thing just handles so well. Let's get inside. It looks way less embarrassing from in here. Oh no. We're jackknifed. So this is the in-game truck, and it's not my favorite, but I'm not really sure which of the others work well. You know what I mean? So that's something we'll just sort of have to get along, little doggies, as we can. So I think we'll just head down here to Field 5 and then cut over to Field 7, have once more to look at the numbers and decide what we must do. Because I am going to try my every level best to come out of there with, see, I haven't looked yet, I'm not sure what the exact moisture they want is, but as for the rest of it, we definitely want to be 6-8 neutral, and a 5 and a 4 is our other numbers. I do know that. Now that's Field 5, I think Field 7 is just across here. Am I right? Well, once we get through Field 1, it's just across here. So, I mean, we could just as easily use one of these, but I'll be honest with you, 25,000 liters of manure, and keep in mind, we've probably got maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000 liters left now at the beef one, and nowhere else. So yeah, I just don't think we'd have enough to do it. Of course, if the numbers are this high, I'm wondering maybe I'm just overthinking it. We're not even going to need to run manure the first time out. You know? Well, that's something to think about. So here we are. The ever-elusive Field 7. Let's just find a place to tuck our truck. You little truck tucker, you. And nice. There we go. Everybody off the bus. So, as we can see, the weeds certainly like it here. Well, not a problem. But other than that, the pH is still neutral. Alright, soil moisture 55, and the nutrient value is still pretty good. So I'm thinking that we should be able to run herbicide out here. And since we're planting corn, I'll have to look at which one that needs to be. I think it's B. Possibly C. It actually says so on the wall in the house back at the farm. So, yeah, I don't think we'll actually need to run slurry on here. Alright. Well, here's the deal, guys. Next time around, what we will do is I will finish cutting all the rest of the chaff off the field. And then I will grab our sprayer, and we will go through there and hit it with some herbicide. And then we will wait. I don't know that you actually need to wait overnight, but we will wait overnight and see what the effect is. And then if it requires that we do something else, i.e. plow some poop in, well, we have this little plow here. And as you see, we do have a whole truck of poop, so we'll be able to do that. But until then, I think we're going to call her for now. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed making it for you, if that helps. Please hit the like button, guys. It really does help out the channel. Feel free to favorite, share, and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Or if you have, well, heck, do it again. What do you mean they won't let you? So, and let me know what you think about YouTube dropping support for Facebook. I guess they're having a little bit of a competition, and now when you put up videos, you can no longer auto-paste them to Facebook. Or at least you're supposed to not be able to. I noticed that the one I uploaded yesterday still worked, or today even. I don't know. The last time I uploaded one, it seemed to work. So, but till then, take care of each other, folks. We are going to say ciao for now from Grazyland. Ciao for now. Bye.